Hey everybody, it's Paul, and a sheet of graph paper. And if you've watched any of my previous episodes, you know what that means. It's time to draw something with Paul! Yay! Today we're going to try and draw a Shopkins. If you have watched any of the previous videos, you know that I'm taking requests on who we're going to draw. And today, guess who it's going to be? Spilt Milk. I guess that wasn't much of a guess since I showed it beforehand, huh? I've had a lot of requests for Spilt Milk to try and be drawn. So I'm going to give him a shot today, or her. I don't know if you think Spilt Milk is a girl or a guy. I don't know. But I'm going to try and draw Spilt Milk today, and let's see. This video, like all my other drawing videos, if you want me to try and draw something, you can request it. No promises that I'm going to try and draw. But Shopkins, as far as they go, whoever has the most votes, I will do my best to try and draw. So Spilt Milk is kind of a square shape, so we're going to start off with that. Let me think about this for a minute. So Spilt Milk is kind of divided into three little sections here in the square. He's got the little bottom blue stripe, the white stripe in the middle with the eyes, and then the top stripe where milk is written. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I think we're going to go 10 across. And the way we're going to divide that is we're going to go 3, 4, and 3. So the top half is going to be 3 spaces. The bottom stripe is going to be 3 spaces, and the middle space is going to be 4 spaces. I'm going to show you why in just a minute. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Sorry for that. I got to count. Otherwise, I'll lose where I'm at, and he won't come out looking right. Don't worry, I'm going to go in and I'm going to darken all these lines up, make them look a lot better. We'll do that in a little bit. So let me think here. That would be 6 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be the midpoint right there. Alright. So the way I usually do this is I draw the little feet. Like that. There we go. Now, Spilt Milk, because he's got milk spilling out of him, I kind of feel like he can be a little bit off-centered with a lot of the stuff. That's just kind of how I'm going to interpret it. Now, I told you that the middle stripe was going to be 4 spaces wide for a reason. Well, let me show you why right now. I'm going to use a quarter to make my eyes. And I know that my quarter is exactly 4 squares from top to bottom. So let me see. I also know it's 4 squares from side to side. So if I go that way, so I want to kind of start it there. Okay. Eyeball number 1. Probably hear a helicopter outside my house. We have military helicopters fly all around at this time at night. Even though I don't live near a military base, I think we're on a flight path. Okay, 2 eyeballs. This eraser works better than my other pencil. Okay. All right, and Spilt Milk is almost a little bit cross-eyed, it looks like. Kind of looking up, but towards the center of his eyes. All right. Then I'm going to use a black pencil here. It also has kind of this little expression on his face like that, like uh-oh. Let's just color his mouth right now. Okay. All right, now let's draw, where'd I put my pencil? There it is. Let's draw in the top of his head. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the top of his head just kind of comes in a triangle, just like a house. Okay. And then goes up like that. It's a little bit too far up. All right, and now the tricky part. He has all this milk spilling out of him. So this is going to be, the top part is. So he's got kind of this rip right here in his carton. And then all this milk coming out and running down. And you can just kind of draw that however you want to make it look all drippy. I'm not good at drawing drippies. Let's see. Just kind of be jagged and look sort of like water flowing. I don't have any clue how to make it look that way. But we're just going to try and draw it best we can. There we go. And it's kind of glopping off the side too. So he's got stuff going on all over here. It's just a big old mess. Kind of like it would be if you spilled milk in your kitchen. And you can actually see how it's coming all out over here, like all over the top of him. So this side, because we're going to say that the rip is right here on him, this side of his little carton is not going to be flat and straight the way the other one is. It's going to be kind of puffed out because you got milk dripping all over the place. We're actually gonna make this drip all the way down here. There we go. All right, I think I want to make this drip a little bit more too. Sorry, it's taken so long to get the drips the way I want, but the more I look at it, the more I want it to look a little bit better. There we go. Yeah. Alright, might be the best I can do with that. Alright, so now we can kind of draw this part over there, like that, and that way it looks like the milk is sort of obscuring it in the different areas. Alright, and then we want to just write in the words milk. Uh-oh, I'm going to need to get a yellow pencil. I didn't get one of those. Alright, I'm back with my yellow pencil. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to write milk on there. I guess I should have written that before I draw the drippy stuff, because on here part of the drips are obscuring the lettering. But live and learn. If I draw spilt milk again, we'll know. So I'm just going to write this in yellow. And I'm doing the lettering kind of dark with my colored pencil, so that way it shows up when we shade in around it. So, alright. Now, I'm making a mess. Alright, so now I think it's time to get to the fun part. We're going to start coloring in spilt milk. So, first of all, we're going to do the top part here. And I'm sure that there's better ways to do all this. I'm sure some of you guys are really artistic and know better ways to do this, but all right. One stripe down. Okay, now I noticed there's one little detail. See, we got a little like tear down here underneath his eye, so we're going to put that in. I mean, personally, I don't think he should be crying over spilt milk, which should be crying over himself, but you know. I like this blue color. Okay. Now we're going to use our black to color in the the eyeballs and to do all of our outlines, which really kind of makes these colors pop. And I think really just kind of brings it to life. Alright, before I outline everything else, I'm going to color in the spilt milk parts. What I'm using here is, this is actually a really light gray colored pencil instead of white. White just doesn't show up on the paper, and what I have found is this gray color actually does a pretty good job of doing white. Now the only problem is here where there's the thin lines and stuff, where the pencil marks would be, it kind of blurs and you can really kind of see it's gray, but that's okay. It's okay with me, at least. You know, I'm sure there's a better way to do white than what I'm doing, you know, as opposed to just leaving it blank or whatever. And if you've got some tips for that, I would love to hear them, because maybe there'd be a better way for me to do stuff. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here, just so it looks a little bit better, I think, than just leaving all that white. Gives it just a little bit of color. Now we are going to take our black and really just kind of heavily outline everything, which kind of makes these colors really jump. I always have trouble doing this part of his shoes. Okay. I'm going to use a light brown color for his shoes for no real reason other than I think that his little shoes would be light brown. They're not on the figure, they're blue just like the rest of them, but I like making his little shoes light brown. Maybe that's why he stumbled and spilt his milk, because his shoes are light brown. Alright, and now All right. And I think that is just about going to finish it up for Spilt Milk. So there's the Shopkin. There's my little drawing. They don't look identical. Actually, this looks a whole lot better, but but I'm kind of happy with the way he turned out. I thought he was going to be a lot harder than he was to draw. He's a lot of fun to draw, and I like using some different colors. If anybody has a little tip for making things look drippy, I'd love to hear it, or has a tip for how to make things look better white. Anyway, let me know what you think of Spilt Milk, and if there's another Shopkin you'd like to see me draw, please let me know. I have almost all of them on the list right now, so basically, it's just vote for your favorite, and I'll try and draw the ones that get more votes sooner rather than later. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and that way you won't miss any of the Shopkin drawing fun. Anyway, thanks again, and I will see you next time. Bye!